Well, hi there. It's supposed to be Wednesday, October the 9th, but it isn't really. That's the secret. It's actually Tuesday, the 8th, but I'm recording this for the 9th uh, because tomorrow is Yom Kippur. It's the holiest of the Jewish high holy days, and it's a time for reflection, and it's a time for repentance, uh, a time for self. Um, I'm not sure. Self assessment, perhaps that's the best word. Uh, and it's a time for doing things that we probably should do more than once a year. Um, this is Journal 190, and it's T plus 190. Um, I think it's a time to think about um, who you've been over the past year, possibly the past years, and who you would like to become. A time for really serious introspection. Um, and consideration about you and your place in the world. And for me, it's a time to think about what your responsibilities are if you're going to take up space on the planet. You know, as long as you're going to be here, you know, make your presence known and make it worthwhile. It's particularly significant for me this year for obvious reasons. If you've been taking this journey with me, then you probably already figured out what those reasons are. Um, I realize just how lucky I am to be here, to be thinking about these things, to have these things to consider. Um, the jury wasn't, wasn't always in on that being possible. And, with each day in my recovery, it gets more possible. So you want to go ahead and figure out exactly what your role is in all of this, what you can do to make the time that you have here, the time that you spend here, more worthwhile. Not only for yourself, I mean, for your family, for the people that you love, the people close to you, but also for the world in general, the people around you, and what our position is. Now, almost everybody has been to a seminar or been to a talk or had a teacher at one time or another take the word assume and put it up on a blackboard or a whiteboard or wherever, and then break that word up into three parts: ASS forward slash you forward slash me. You know, don't assume, because if you assume, you're going to make an ass of you and me. You can do something like that with the word atonement, which is what Yom Kippur is all about. It's about, and by the way, you don't have to be Jewish um, to recognize or understand the importance of what these lessons are all about and what they're trying to teach us. If you take that forward slash and you move it down that word, you go AT forward slash ONE forward slash MENT, and you've got at one meant. So the day is all about being integrated, being one with yourself, one with the universe, one with the world around you. And what it means to you personally, what it means to those around you, and what it can mean. You know, if you're like me and you believe that we're here to be custodians of the world around us, that we're here to protect it and ensure that it will be here forever, um, some of the roles and responsibilities become clear. if you believe that we're all here to finish the work of creation, um, then what you do, when you do it, how you do it, starts to become much more um, real in the context of everyday living. I have a lot to be grateful for still being here, for still having these deep, philosophical, introspective, self indulgent thoughts. Didn't have to be that way. Um, could have gone another way very easily. Probably still can. Um, like all of us, none of us know what the future is going to bring, right? None of us know. We don't come with a we don't come with a stamp like on a milk carton. So think about think about the person that you'd like to be, the person you'd like to become, the ideal you. Um, maybe the you dream about or the you long to be. I'm going to try this year to be more understanding. I'm going to try to be more accepting. I'm going to try to be more sensitive to the wants, needs, and expectations of the people that I care about. I'm going to try really hard to give more than perhaps even I receive. I mean, what could it hurt? It can't hurt anything. Um, and I'm going to try to recognize the fact that you don't need a calendar date to make any or all of that happen. That it should be our responsibility to be the best version of ourselves that we can be every day. To be giving and generous and grateful and caring and sensitive and productive and successful. I mean, none of these things are mutually exclusive, are they?